You want to know why people don't trust politicians? Why the public is apathetic? It's not because we're lazy. It's because we watched for decades as the same corrupt hand signed away our dignity, one budget cut at a time. We're exhausted, we're traumatized, and we're being gaslit by some smiling psychopaths in tailored jackets who tell us this is what democracy looks like. It's not. This is not democracy. This is oligarchy with good PR. It's a pageant, a power dressed up like patriotism. And while they give speeches about how we need to tighten our belts, they eat steak off of gold plates and cut ribbons at oil lobby dinners. Don't tell me there's no more money for food programs while corporate tax fraud is practically the national pastime. Don't tell me children can starve, but billionaires can launch vanity rockets into the sky just to wave at the ashes of the middle class below. These people smile as they dismantle every soul of what a government should be: a protector, a provider, a public servant. And instead of outrage, we get memes. Instead of reform, we get a rebranding. Instead of justice, we get silence. And I'm supposed to be the one that's too angry? I'm supposed to tone it down because calling a spade makes people uncomfortable? No, if you're uncomfortable, that means you are finally paying attention. And I'm not interested in your comfort. I'm interested in the truth. Because if they can defund UNICEF and sleep at night, what else are they capable of? What happens when there's an earthquake and FEMA funding is gone? What happens when your kid gets sick and Medicaid is gone? What happens when your town floods and the climate early warning systems has been cut, and because someone needed a tax break on their third yacht? This isn't fear-mongering, it's forecasting. And the weather is getting worse, not better. America isn't dying because people are too liberal or too conservative. It's dying because truth has been replaced with propaganda. Compassion has been replaced with profit. Reality has been replaced by manufactured talking points that make the rich feel righteous, while they siphon the marrow from our bones. And the scariest part, they have convinced half the country that empathy is weakness, that helping others is some kind of socialist sin, that morality is for suckers. They weaponize the American dream and turn it into a lottery ticket you'll never win, while they rig the game and call it freedom. So when Caroline Leavitt smiles and calls humanitarian aid crap, she's not just betraying the office she holds, she's broadcasting the true face of American power: cold, performative, and viciously detached from consequence. I don't want to hear another politician talk about family values while slashing food assistance for single mothers. I don't want to hear about a patriotism from anyone that cheers as a veteran goes homeless. And I sure as hell don't want to hear about God's plan from a party that treats brown-skinned children in war zones like collateral damage. You don't get to invoke dignity. You do not get to invoke divinity while defunding dignity. So here's my final word. We have a moral obligation to speak loudly, relentlessly, Not because it's comfortable, because it's necessary. Because if we don't fight for the voiceless, no one will. And if you are tired of screaming, good. That means you've been human longer than they have. Because this isn't just about UNICEF. It's about the soul of a nation that has been auctioned off at the highest bidder. This is about whether we have the guts to be more than bystanders. It's about whether we can look a child in the eyes and say we tried. I won't stop trying. And if they call it that radical, so be it. Let the record show that I choose the side of the people, not the profiters.